Good morning, everybody. It's a bit of a grey sky Birmingham. The weather forecast for London is meant to be a lot better. And the reason I'm talking about London is today I am taking our EV Cosmo, so our EV WAV. I'm going to take it down to London. The picture that you'll see is my phone saying it's 116 miles. So 116 is 232. And the range for this vehicle is around 230 combined. I don't really think that I'm going to be able to achieve that, and there's a couple of reasons. Number one is range anxiety. I don't want to be getting back to the hotel here and thinking that I'm just going to crawl over the line. I wouldn't do that with my diesel, so I'm definitely not going to do it in an EV. Second thing is I'm not used to driving these vehicles, but I know that whenever I drive my own car, which is a 6-year-old Audi, drive that at 70 mile an hour, it burns more fuel than if I drive it at 50 mile an hour. I do intend to drive this just obviously nice and sensibly 70 mile an hour down the motorway. So we have got 710 miles on the clock, so very new vehicle obviously, and the charge is 207 miles. Now, the weather is supposed to brighten up, so it's going to get a bit warm. I'm going to try and keep the aircon on as little as possible. As I say, stick to the speed limit, use the limiter. And if I've got my calculations right, it's going to be, we're going to go through the battery charge a bit more at the start of the vehicle because we're going to be driving 60, 70 mile an hour. And then whenever we get into London, there's a lot of 20 mile an hour zones. So therefore, we should find that we're coming back into range. My expectation, well, I've never driven an electric vehicle for that length of time. And obviously, there's no weight in the back of this one here, so I expect me to hit in around, so a 207. If I get 180, 190, if I've been driving on the motorway, I'd be very, very happy. And we'll just see what it is. What I'm going to do on the way back, so as I say, I don't think that I could do the full back on the one charge. So what I'm going to do is I've checked where we're going to be. I'm going to go back as far as Oxford. And I'm going to try then and just drive about to see how much I can lower the battery down to get an idea then of where everything would be. So yeah, let's see how we get on. So just coming onto the motorway now from after I took a wrong turn coming out of the NEC. And as I say, the goal is to drive as I always drive. I'm 30 plus years driving, not a big speeder, although I have managed to get the odd point now and again, but I do drive sensibly. I'm not a fast brake or fast accelerator, fast braker or late braker, whatever the terminology may be. And I just try and stay, I suppose, more respectful of other road users. So the goal is to stay 65 to 70 and stay out of the overtaking lane when I'm not overtaken. The journey, as I say, it's down. It says takes about 2.5 hours. And I think I calculated that wrong. So that means about 1 o'clock, not 2 o'clock. So lunch in London. I will give you a few shots as we go down the road when I see signposts for London. What you have to realise is not from London, not from England, means whenever I go into London, even though the traffic is a nightmare, it's still very much a novelty for me. So I'll keep you updated how we go along. So here we are in London, and coming up to my right is Big Ben, and hopefully you'll see the bottom of it. So what are we at with the range and the mileage? So we started off with a range of 207 as far as I think, but I'll check my numbers. 207, we're now at 70, so that gives us 137. So we've went down 137, and as predicted by the good old maps, we have 826 miles, which started off at 710, and that's 116. So 137 in the range. I think that was actually, as I say, just doing sensible driving on the motorway, but still motorway driving. I think if I had been driving at 60 mile an hour, I think that's probably where your point is in terms of your efficiency. I think because I've obviously been driving this last half an hour, 40 minutes in London at 20 mile an hour. It's amazing how little energy or battery electric is being used. So I'm at 41% on 70 miles. And yeah, 70 miles, that would actually take me back halfway to Birmingham, which is good. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go past, try and, because my camera is low. So I'm going to go past, go over the bridge, and then I'm going to get my maps up and see where I should go. Maybe go back out of London, just get some charging, because would you believe it, there's no parking in London. Can't find any. So, because I was going to take a wee walk around. It is 35 degrees, which I am definitely not used to feeling on these islands. But it's nice. Somebody's playing a wee bit of grease on the way past, which is cool. But there you go. So Big Ben is up here. I'm going to keep you on until we get as far as Ben. Going past the old London taxis, I've seen recent news. Are they going to remove the turning circle? Are they not? Well, at the minute, they're not. Maybe when they do, you could have this as a taxi in around London. Because, as I say, you could be driving around London all day, 2 days on a charge like this, because people just don't really seem to get too far. And when you're driving at 20 mile an hour max and stopping and starting, and going over potholes, this would be a fantastic London taxi if they removed the turning circle. But as is, they're not. I'm gonna see where we are. Happy enough. Let Ryan, you can edit. As I say, I love being a tourist in London. I'm going to be in London twice in August, once with my friends and once with my kids. So we'll be out and about here, and wouldn't it be amazing if it was high 20s, early 30s? To be able to eat ice cream. I see somebody over there eating ice cream, people taking pictures at the old red phone boxes. How do you do work, or how would you get around London if this was your everyday? Because it really has. It's taken me the best part of a half an hour to drive 3 miles. So that's why they have a subway. House of Parliament, Westminster Bridge, Big Ben, went past the Palace, went past Hyde Park. It's actually really crazy. I've never driven in London. I have driven in London. I haven't driven around the touristy areas of London, and it's quite strange to do so. So there's about 6 cars between me and the lights. The amount of people about is quite astounding. Am I going to get through the lights? Because the lights seem to be quite quick. Here we go. The limiter set at 20 mile an hour, so no, we're not. So here we are, back in not so sunny Birmingham. London was brilliant. The weather, obviously in England, changeable as the weather in Ireland. So I've learned quite a lot actually. One charge to get back up, charged in outside Oxford. And I could have drove a little bit more, didn't want to suffer from the range anxiety, wouldn't do it in a diesel car. So whenever I stopped, it was 902 miles on my odometer, and then there was 12 miles of range. So I think the picture will be shown there now. So when I started, 710 with a range of 207. So 710, 8, 910. So 917 compared to 914. That's not bad. I actually was thinking we'd probably get around 150, 160 whenever I was driving down, obviously, in the motorway, sticking to the speed limits, but we were doing 70 mile an hour. And bear in mind, no wheelchairs in the back, so that there's a little bit lighter of weight. Didn't have the aircon on, although I could have done with that. We blast here and there, but I just wanted to make sure that I had as much of a control element as possible. Learned quite a lot. I would do, if I had an electric vehicle, I would be more in control of knowing where things are. But I just wanted to check, like if you're a parent or a child, or you're taking the child to the hospital, or if you're coming just out to London to visit, just wanted to get that idea of what would happen if you were doing 200 miles in just a drive in a day. As I say, found a charger station, got myself enough power in 30 minutes just to get back up to Birmingham, but put her on the charge for overnight. Tomorrow I am going to a company called Car and Cab Care up in the Wirral, and they're a taxi company, but I'm really inspired by what they've done a little bit different. Now I'll go up and see them tomorrow, mightn't get a video of that, but just they've really invested in infrastructure, and they see one of the challenges to wheelchair accessible vehicles is obviously for electric is keeping them charged and ranging steady. But these guys have done something really special, so I'm going to do a little bit of a look at it and maybe get a video of those in the next week or two. But tomorrow, just got up for a nosy. So, electric wheelchair accessible vehicle up and down to London. Couple of hours out and about the place. Not too much charge. Driv brilliantly. Yeah, could become a convert. Take care.